As far as the Iranian dominance over the Strait of Hormuz is concerned, one may really question exactly what authority does Iran really have when it comes to blocking this important strait. Because now what we are looking at multiple countries, their ships, their tankers have been stranded, including that of India. But, Patikrit, Korea, meanwhile, seems to have said that they are coordinating with Iran when it comes to normalizing shipping route through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, it seems that South Korea is also speaking with several countries, including Iran, to ensure that key shipping route that passes through the Strait of Hormuz is now normalized, even as the West Asian conflict is now entering its fourth week. Because this is now coming at a time when there were certain reports, particularly that hafta vasuli is also in a way being done on part of Iran so that they can give any ship a clearance for passing the Strait of Hormuz.
Well, you're right. See, this war, there is no morality anymore. The Iranians will try to do whatever they can to create problem for any country which is supporting US in this war. But yes, it does have an impact so far as the oil price is concerned. And I think many countries will bilaterally try to solve the issue with Iran, so that their countries and the ships coming for their particular destination are not harmed by the Iranians. And I think the Iranians are pragmatic in this. It appears at least that they will not try to antagonize the whole world against them. They know the consequence of doing that. So it appears that at least certain countries which are keeping at a safe distance from this conflict, I don't know whether South Korea falls in that realm or not, but they will try to accommodate them. So it's going to be a messy affair. You are absolutely right. Iran may not have any moral authority or other jurisdiction so far as Strait of Hormuz is concerned. But the reality is it is in their backyard. They have the loitering munitions to hurt the shipping and all other infrastructure and economic activities. They are using this as a price for the war they believe has been imposed on them. So unilaterally it will not be possible, but bilaterally many countries will try to negotiate with Iran. And that again shows the hypocrisy and the useless failure of organizations like United Nations, which have consistently failed to create safety.
What about NATO in this case, Pratikrit? Because it seems that President Trump has given up, saying that he's very disappointed with the NATO countries, and if they don't themselves come and send their warships to police the Strait of Hormuz, then he can't do anything.
Well, I think, the NATO is saying the same thing, that you didn't go to the war by asking us. So it is something that both the sides, we have their own legitimate points to justify themselves. NATO has a huge problem of a large immigrant population from Middle East in Europe, which have been pushed into those places every time there is a conflict in Middle East. So they fear there will be severe backlash, as it is, European countries are, completely, deep into up till their neck in the debt because of the Ukraine conflict, which they have been asked to bankroll. So I think we can understand the predicament of NATO, but NATO has always been hand in glove with the Americans for every misadventure of theirs, and this is probably a real exception. Yes, what Trump says is only going to create more distance between the transatlantic alliance, which has survived, flourished, and dominated the world from 1945. It appears after this, if Trump talks about Greenland all over again, we should not be surprised.
All right, Patikrit, appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. Well, that has been a lengthy discussion as we talk about the implications of the war. Both sides, however, saying that we are not ready for a ceasefire. Let's